Hey everybody, welcome to a new video. Today we have a server merge party going on. Yes, they did a whole gacha event for the server merges which just recently happened. I did a video about it, I think yesterday, by the time you're watching this. So there is all kinds of stuff in here. We have a PAL which we've had for a little while over here, it's nothing new, and as well as a battle pass. So if you are interested in that PAL, you can go ahead and get it. You also have some free rewards just for logging in, so it's not too bad. Nothing too crazy, it's just a little bit of this here and there. Now there is a gacha, which I don't think is too hard to get what you want. I think, let's see the reward, how many you actually need to actually get the thing, right? So the chances are fair, and it does say 91 more draws for the guaranteed prize. Now I'm not sure if that means one of this, so it could be any of them. Freeze! Download Legend of Mushroom through Aptoide right now and enjoy bonuses of up to 35%. As you accumulate these bonuses, you'll be able to use them to buy things for you instead of actually using your real money like we are showing right here. All you need to do is go to Google and search for Aptoide, click on the first link that appears and download it. As you download Aptoide, it will install in your device. Once it is installed, go ahead and search for it in your device, and then within it, go ahead and search for Legend of Mushroom. Go ahead and click on Legend of Mushroom within Aptoide and download it and install it in your device. Then head on over to Google Play and search for AppCoins wallet and download it and open it up. Once you have it installed, here you'll be able to see how much bonus you currently have accumulated, and you will also be able to input my promo code Midway5 to be able to go ahead and earn an extra 5% bonus in Legend of Mushroom when buying stuff. There is a guide down in the description, and the code is also down here on the screen as well as in the description, so go ahead and get it now and start earning more value for your money. But 91 draws is usually, it's a lot less than usual, right? So you can get, I think it is you can actually choose between this one and like these other two back attachments, and then you can also switch between these three costumes. So it's not too terrible, but of course it's not the most powerful options you can get. And of course you can also get very unlucky and get 3 of the empowerment gears. But there is decent chances of this event, so if you're feeling like testing your luck, you also got, of course, your usual gacha packs. The prices are the same. So what else do we have here? We have some spending event. Spend any amount of gems, spend money every single day basically to get some stuff. Some rewards, nothing crazy. Some spend money, like spend more money here on your family, like your whole family needs to be spending money, so you get some gems and some other stuff. Nothing crazy once again, that's kind of whatever. And then there's a lot of rewards attached to just having a bunch of friends. So if you have a big friend list, you're going to be able to get a lot of gems, a lot of tickets, a lot of lamps, a lot of keys as well, very good. And then if you are going to be gifting that milk, if you know what I mean, from the wedding system, as well as just adding new friends, you also get more stuff out of this, right? So there is some cool stuff over here. Then there's like also discounts if you're going to be doing weddings during this time. I think you can also buy stuff as well over here for the wedding things, like ring upgrade materials as well as milk, so you can actually marry somebody quicker. So good stuff. It's all meant to just be for, you know, getting into new server, starting a new account or whatever, and just if you're like your marriage partner is like AFK in the game at the point you're doing this, well, you can just switch that pretty quickly. So good, interesting stuff. I mean, nothing too crazy. There is also another, it's just like a little bit of a free event where you get a bunch of keys, you also get some hammers for the gacha event, you also get some other good rewards, and then there is some chances of getting some other good stuff out of these donations, which you do get just for doing some basic tasks, right, like just play the game. And then there's like a bit of a ranking here for people that did those donations for like the different families, so you can gauge what families are active in the new server merges, right? So after the server merges, you can find out if the server you are in at the point is going to be competitive based off of this a little bit, right? And a little bit of rewards attached to the whole thing as well. So yeah, an interesting way of celebrating server merges. It's cool, at least they give people something else because you're getting some stuff taken away from you as the server merge is happening. And then, well, this way you're getting a little bit back to the community after this whole thing is going on. Now, we also have the new gacha, which we talked about yesterday, already being announced over here, right? So we got the event preview here on the creators announced channel, which you cannot see if you're just a user on the Discord, but as a YouTuber, I was given access to it, so we can check it out a little bit earlier. So we have Encounter in the Mirror, which I'm assuming it's just going to be the gacha, the name of it, right? So you got, I think it's actually a minigame. You need to drag the elements and arrange at least 3 identical characters in line, so it's like, what you call it, Candy Crush. Deal damage to the boss above. Yeah, we've had this plenty of times. Defeat the boss with the step limit and blah blah blah, you get free stuff. These ones are usually pretty fun, not gonna lie. Just your usual Candy Crush event, which we've had plenty of, and it's gonna be running during the time of the gacha, so it's like a gacha together with some other stuff. Then we have a whimsical tea party, also happening during that time. Special prizes with the chance of obtaining a mythical mount. So this is just the gacha, I'm assuming. It's gonna be an interesting one. We also have a battle pass over here. Odyssey card from this event is gonna be giving you battle pass XP, and then you are gonna be able to obtain tea party sets, which you're gonna be using for the gacha, and unlock the advanced battle pass to get more stuff. So yeah, usual stuff. Then we also have the King of Hearts. Collect Crimson Shrooms to be ranked on the leaderboard. Top players can obtain limited titles, event frames, and other precious rewards. Alright, I'm assuming this is just like your usual gacha and the battle pass sort of like ranking versus other players. Nothing crazy, we've already had all of this. So this is like the new events like splash art or screen when you get into it. It's alright. Then we also have the gacha screen, so yeah, you know, your usual stuff. We have access to the minigames and stuff over here, as well as probably this is going to be the gacha, I'm assuming. Then we have what the gacha is going to be looking like with the new costume over here. I'm not sure if the rewards have been announced. I can only see the costume over here. Everything else looks quite identical. It might be some sort of mini gacha, and then there's like this remaining advanced, standard, and basic stuff. So they might be switching around the way the gacha works a little bit. We have the battle pass, which we already talked about, with the forks here for the gacha, so you can like get the items if you're going to be paying for the better battle pass versions. And then we have the ranking, which I already talked about, the Kingdom of Hearts. You know, you can get yourself these Skyrider passes as well as some frames if you're going to be just spending a lot. Basically, that's all you need to do to get into this leaderboard. And this is the screen for the packs. As you can see, the packs are different, so you'll probably be able to select some of the good stuff. This might not be actually the gacha-related packs, but it's also coming along for the event, right? So those are some of the screens. Now, we do have... Oh, there we go. So we do have the rewards that's over here. We have a new appearance, which is just going to be the usual rewards for the gacha. There's going to be a mount, the Cinder Wolf, who is going to be this guy. Looks pretty cool. Global HP increase. Let's see what he reads like. Gain 10% attack and 16% final crit resistance after the battle starts. That's forever. The first time your HP drops below 30% HP, cleanse all debuffs. Become immune to damage for 1 second and convert 10% of max HP. Okay, converts HP into 10% max HP. Oh, you can just heal it back up and gain a shield equal to 40% or 45% of max HP. Not bad whatsoever, ignoring PvP reduction and shield breaks. For the shield duration, ignores control effects. HP regen is going to be increased by 100%, or rather reduces the HP regen, never mind. But gains 10% more damage resistance, so the shield is going to be lasting for longer. So you cannot heal all that back up while you're in the shield. The character's basic attack is going to be dealing... Alright. 250% increase, or rather skill damage for basic attacks, 50% combo damage, which can crit, 50% counter, while Pal's basic attack is going to be dealing more Pal damage. So you're going to be doing increased attack with your basic attacks based off of anything you're scaling off. So if you're a mage, warrior, or whatever else, you're going to be benefiting from this. This sounds like a very aggressive as well as defensive kind of mount. I think it's going to be one of the better ones with that massive shield as well as just straight up increasing your attack and final crit resistance straight up. It's a mix of attack and defense in the mount. So cleansing the debuffs, I don't think that's like too relevant, but it could be handy if you're like getting bursted. In any case, I do think this is a decent mount. Now let's look at the back accessory Mirror World, which looks like just straight up a mirror. Global defense increased by 10%. Let's see what it does. Reduces all enemies' energy regen speed, HP regen, attack speed, and pal attack speed by 10% after the battle starts. Okay. Allied pals have a 50% chance to become demonized, gaining 30% pal attack speed and dealing extra damage equal to 1% of enemies' current max HP every 10 basic attacks. 100% a new back attachment for the new class, which is not that new at this point. It's been out for like half a year or more. Interesting. So it's pretty defensive as... Well, not really defensive. I mean, I guess you get a little bit of reduction. Never mind, you are gaining that for yourself. So, no, reducing all enemies attack speed and pal attack speed. So you are really like applying offensive debuffs onto the enemy. So they are doing less attack speed, they have less HP regen and less energy regen speed. So it's pretty offensive in that regard. but you're not getting any buffs for yourselves. It's really for the pals. So that's straight up what it is. Just more damage, but it's not guaranteed. It's a 50% chance of becoming demonized, and I'm assuming that is only going to be triggering once at the beginning of the battle. So if you don't get a good chances happening, you're not going to be getting that pile attack speed increase and the extra damage based off of the current max HP. So if you get it on everybody, like all your pals, you're going to be getting a lot of max HP damage. And also that attack speed, so you get more of this happening every single time. That is interesting. I think it's going to be great, not gonna lie. New costumes, we have the boy wolf and the girl wolf version. She looks like Little Red Hood, as well as this guy being the bad wolf, so I guess he's like the hunter and the wolf at the same time. He killed the wolf and then he saved the girl. Looks interesting, and that is the whole thing. Interesting set of events coming, and if you have enjoyed the video so far, please go ahead and check out Aptoide if you haven't done so yet, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, see you.